What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the first deadline stream of this season. So, what do we have in store? What are we looking for? And what are the big decisions that we are going to make? So, we'll go through all that today. I already can see that I've got a few people in the chat. So, a massive shout out to Ethan Williams and Fadsley. So, let's get stuck in and let's talk about what we're looking for in this deadline stream. So, any hot topics, guys, please put it into the chat. We'll discuss it. On screen is my current draft at the moment on my team that I'll be submitting through. Obviously, there might not even be. I might make a few changes just before deadline, but I highly doubt it. I'm pretty nailed on with this team, so I'm looking quite comfortable, I'd say. But let's get through some questions. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you guys are new around here, give us a like. And if you guys haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please do join the FPL Click family and be part of the channel. So let's get stuck in, guys. Let's get your questions up and running. So Ethan Williams says, hearing news of Ward is only in light training due to injury. Should I go with Iverson instead? So for me, what I'd like to know is if you've got already Ward as your 4 million goalkeeper, have you not got Iverson as a backup? Or have you got another 4.5 keeper that you're in your squad? But for me, if you're going to be choosing a Ward as a first-team goalkeeper, then I think you should choose Iverson as a backup because it just makes sense that whichever one of the two does get the responsibility, you'll be able to, get the points off that goalkeeper in itself. I've got Ward on my bench, so I'm not looking to use him personally at any point in the season. But if you are going to go for the 4 million Leicester option, then it's just best to double up on the two Leicester options that you do have. Badgy says, guess I'm not in that dilemma between Ward or Iverson when you have both. Well, there you go. That solution is there. So if you do want to just make sure that you don't miss out on the Leicester 4 million goalkeeper, ideally it's just best to get both in. I hope you're well, Fadsley, as well, and Ethan Williams. Ethan says that, yeah, I don't want to get both because I feel Leicester will struggle for clean sheets this season, so Sanchez is my option. So that's fine. I mean, if you've got Sanchez in, then you don't really need to worry about which option of Leicester does play. But yeah, I really can't comment on who's going to be the number one out of the two. But for me, it was Ward if I was to pick between the two. Manish, good afternoon, Manish. I hope you're well. My team is Ramsdale, Trent, Cancelo, James, Matty Cash, Son as my vice, Bowen, Neto, Bruno, and then Haaland as my captain, and Jesus. Bench, Foster, Zinchenko, Andreas Pereira, and Greenwood. That's actually a really good squad, and it's quite interesting to see that there's no Salah in there. I think that's a really good squad. And the Bruno Fernandes pick is quite good, quite interesting as well, managed. So I hope, best of luck to you, and I hope it goes well for you as well. Assad says Robbo over Diaz. I mean, that's the question I've been asking myself all summer. Robertson or Diaz. Now, for me to get Robertson into my squad, I have to sacrifice Reece James. And to be brutally honest, I'm not looking forward to sacrificing Reece James personally, because I do want some coverage of Chelsea in some form, because I know they will play well at some point this season, and I don't really want to be using transfers up. The thing about me this season is, compared to last season where I took a bit more risks, and you know what, it paid off at some points, but it didn't on the other. But I think this year I just want to be a bit more risk averse, spread my kind of like odds over the team. So I haven't really doubled up on any team barring Man City, as you guys can see. So I've got Edison and Cancelo in there, but for me, Robertson, it's not to say I'm never going to own him. You just never know. At some point this season, I may decide to bring him in, but for now, I'm going to go with Diaz and see how he performs, because I did see a lot of potential from him last season, and now it's just about just getting the best out of him and making sure, if Liverpool do score a lot of goals, I can be part of that cake. Fazzy, hey Gabriel gang, where you at? So Gabriel, yeah, so I've got Gabriel in my defence. I am looking forward to having him in. In terms of the team for me, so I think it's just pretty much nailed. Yes, there's Saliba, but I don't think he'll be dropped in terms of being at the back. I think Gabriel's pretty nailed on. Good from set pieces as well, I must say. So I'm pretty comfortable in regards to having Gabriel in my team. Ali, hi Ali, I hope you're well. Ward has played a full game behind closed doors. Roger said he came through fine. Nice. So, Ward again, we'll just have to wait and see how Leicester go. I mean, I'm not too impressed by Leicester's fixtures anyway, because if you see their first three, this is what kind of put me off Maddison in the first place. Let's just click on Ward and have a look at his fixtures to begin with. Right, so they've got Brentford at home, brilliant. Then they've got Arsenal, Southampton, Chelsea and Manchester United. So Arsenal, Chelsea and Manchester United in the first 5 game weeks. Plenty of save points there for sure. Maybe get a few bonus points, but it just doesn't say to me I want to bring him into my squad and have him as my first keeper, or having the Iverson or as a backup. It just doesn't. For me, it's not the best of option. I just want to stick with my kind of premium keeper and just kind of set and forget and not worry about that for the next couple of game weeks. Basley, who would have thought the day Mo chose to go with the template actually happened? Yeah, so I've gone for the template, but again, even in the template, I have got my own decisions that I have made. For example, I'm not jumping on the bandwagon of the whole Robertson thing at the moment. I've gone James for myself. I know James is more highly owned, but I think there's been a lot of noise around having Robertson over Diaz. I wanted Saka, but I just couldn't. I just didn't want to feel comfortable having 3 attackers from Arsenal, because I know I live to regret that day. And Kane over Haaland. I mean, yes, everyone's talking about the Haaland Game Week 2 fixture, but you know what? There'll be fixtures like that all season. I'm comfortable having Kane, and I'm not too personally, I'm not too on edge about having him in game week 2 as well against Chelsea, because he does score in the big games. That's the beauty of Harry Kane, is he can score in the big games. He's definitely on penalties. I'm not even sure if Haaland's on penalties. I can't even confirm that to you. And that was asked to Pep in the press conference by one of the journalists, and I guess they play FPL as well, and he didn't confirm it. He started talking about Mahrez, hypothetically about, Mahrez is a good penalty taker for us, but yeah, I think Kane is much more of a safe bet, and let's see how that all works out. But guys, if you're new around here, give us a like, join the FPL Inkling League, code below my screen, and also hit that subscribe button, guys. If you haven't hit it, please be part of the FPL Inkling family. Fatty says, my team, give me some thoughts about it. It's Ward, Iverson, Robbo, Trent, Cancelo, Gabriel, Salah, Kulu, Rashi, Aronson, Neto, unsure, Haaland, Jesus. Really love the team, buddy. The Aronson pick is quite good. I like that. That's from Leeds. Potentially, or Neto you could pick. But Leeds, he's a good player, potentially a replacement of Rafinha. So I think definitely it's a really, really good team. Really solid. And I really like the spread of funds over the team. And here in this team, if you have gone for the Leicester keepers, you've gone for both of them. So either way, at least one of them will play. Ethan says, my starting team is Ward, Trent, Robbo, James, Trippier, Salah, Harrison, Odegaard, ASM, Maximan, Haaland, and Jesus. Who would you say any changes would be made or all good? Personally, I think, if that's the squad you've kind of chosen, I think it's absolutely fine. There's no right or wrong squads. The only one I'll be thinking about would be Odegaard, potentially, from Arsenal. But, you could look at Marseille potentially. But otherwise, the rest of the squad seems absolutely brilliant. Quite a good spread of funds, and I think that team should do well. Managed to have a wild card, getting Salah, Diaz, and DK for Bruno G. To be fair, Salah, Diaz, and DK for you can do personally, Danish. I think personally having Salah in your squad would be a better outlook to the team because of the fixtures and the way they are looking to start off. Factually, Aubameyang going to Chelsea. There's still a chance, Mo. He could be in your team. He's not leaving you. You thought he's gone, but he's not. I know. I saw the news last night or the day, just early yesterday. I think it's been 24 hours since I heard about this. And I was like, Aubameyang's back. Can he come back in my squad? You just don't know. If he goes to Chelsea, with Raheem Sterling there, Havertz, it can happen, guys. You know what? If that's the case, I'll bring him in. If he comes back to the Premier League, right? If he comes to Chelsea, let's get him into our squads. Let me get him into my squad, eh? I thought I got rid of him, but clearly not. MH Rizvi, Bamford or Wilson. Both of them are being overlooked this season. I personally would go for Bamford out of the two. Wilson always gets off to a good start in the Premier League. He has this tendency to go big and start well. Newcastle have some really good fixtures. They're playing Nottingham Forest away in the first game week. Yes, they play Manchester United and Liverpool. Manchester City, I believe. Sorry, Manchester City and Liverpool in the first 5 game weeks. So, you could look at potentially rotating if you've got the strength on your bench. But I wouldn't go personally for Bamford. I think he's just too heavily priced for his outputs. I don't think he's worth that much. I think if he was $500,000 cheaper, I would have definitely, potentially looked at him, but not even guaranteed to get him in. But out of the two, definitely Wilson for me. Ethan Williams, would you get Tony from Game Week 3 Brentford and have some tempting fixtures? Tony's always been good. The only thing I have a question around Ivan Tony this season is will he have the same output as he did last year? So he had Eriksen last year and his output became far better than what he actually had beforehand. So I really want to see how much service he'll get without Eriksen and what kind of output he would be. But for 7 million, a guaranteed starter on penalties for Brentford, I generally believe, with the fixtures that he does have from Game Week 3 onwards, it's not a bad shout because you can free up some funds and use them elsewhere in the squad to kind of, add some value to your overall squad. But I do like the thought process. Tony is someone that I have considered, so definitely do look out for Ivan Tony. When he does hit a bit of form, get him in. Manish, I also got Neto. Neto's is a good shout. I've looked at him throughout the summer. Without Jimenez now as well, will that impact the Wolves' goals? Potentially, but he's going to be up there, so he's probably going to have more chances of getting some output in terms of returns and goals and assists, so why not go for him? Because the fixtures are really good. King Harry, I like that team you got. I think it's the same as Andy's. In terms of Andy, is that Andy Let's Talk FPL? I'm not too sure, but yeah, this is my team. As you guys can see from, I think, the last couple of weeks, it's pretty much stayed around these in terms of fixtures. But yeah, this is literally what I've kind of done my research, and this is what I felt comfortable with. But if there are people out there or experts that are thinking along the same lines, then I think I'm doing well, guys. On that note, if you guys have liked the content and you're here for the first time, please hit the like button and please hit that subscribe button. It is absolutely free. I'm on 1,060 subs. Can we get me to 1,100? So please share the love, hit that subscribe button and help me get to that 1,100 mark. I'm here for the next how many hours? 1.5 hours at least until the deadline goes over. So please share some love, be part of the channel, and please hit the subscribe button if you are new, or even if you've been here before and you haven't hit it. Not to worry, now's the perfect time to hit that. Ali Mac, Mo, don't you think Zinchenko scores higher than Gabriel? The only thing with Zinchenko I have a kind of reservation around is I want to see him fit into the squad first. And the thing about Gabriel that I've enjoyed, personally, this is just for me, I think he's a real aerial threat in when it comes to set pieces. Set pieces, he scored 4 goals last season in the Premier League, but I think as a centre-back, he got a return of around 140 points for 5 million. I'm pretty satisfied with that. Zinchenko, I want to see a bit more of. So that's why I've gone for Gabriel. And I think personally for me, as I said it from day one since the game was launched, out of the 5 million defenders, I rank him the highest at 5 million for his return. He so easily could be 5.5. I think he's personally underpriced. So that's why I've got him into my squad. If Zinchenko does hit a bit of form, a straight swap. Yeah, he might be priced out, but by then I might make some more transfers. But I can get him in. It's just a jump of 1 or 2 transfers maximum. So I do have Zinchenko in mind, but Gabriel gets the nod at the moment. King Harry, my team with an Arsenal triple up is 98% rating on the Fantasy Football Hub. Nice, nice. King Harry, Jesus, Saka and Martinelli, I think it will pay off. I think it will. Look, all 3 of them are really good. They're all really good players. And I've tried those drafts where I've had all 3 of them in. And then I'll put someone like a Trippier in Gabriel's position and Diaz to Saka. But I just think that's just too heavy up front for Arsenal. As much as it's been great pre-season, it is at the end of the day just the pre-season. And there will be games we should remember where Arsenal won't play well. Let's say we've got 3 attackers from Arsenal. Arsenal don't score in a game. We limit ourselves to how much output we can get. But I think that if we can spread it out across the team, I think there's more value to be had. Obviously, I think Saka's on penalties, but it's not ideal. But hey, how many penalties are actually given throughout the season, and how many do actually get converted, and how many points do we actually reap from there? So, again, it's all personal preference, what you prefer. But 3 attackers from Arsenal, yes, they're guaranteed to play, of course. I think it's just a bit too heavy for me, and the balance of the squad for me, for my squad, I just think it imbalances it overall. King Harry says, do team reviews now? I mean, do team reviews now? I mean, yeah, sure. If you want to pop in your team on the chat, I can definitely review it for you. Not a problem. Fadsley, let's talk FPL Andy. I assume you know him. I do indeed. He actually covers part of his team so that people won't copy his team. To be fair, he's an FPL legend in terms of content creating. There are far more people that will actually follow and copy his team than, I've only got 1,000 subscribers, or, just over a couple of thousand people that watch me. And, at the end of the day, it's down to them to take it through, to see how it all goes through. Cool. Just to hold the stream for a few moments, guys, I just have a phone call coming through, so I do apologise. I'll be right back. Hey guys, sorry about that. Just had a phone call that I had to attend in full. But yeah, so where were we talking about? Let's go back to where the questions were. So in terms of copying teams, there are content creators out there that give their own personal point of view. So we just have to, end of the day, decide what we want to do. I personally don't copy anyone. I do what I feel, and you guys can see that from obviously last year's content that I've created, that I do follow what I feel is best. This season, I just feel that with the pricing, I think that I want to go a bit more safe, spread my funds, see what I can believe that I better get the best value out of. I've tried loads of different formations, so 5-3-2, 5-4-1, even 3-4-3. I tried it with, Udine from Brighton, even with Mitrovic from Fulham. I just felt that this is the most value that I personally get at the moment. So this is the team that I have, and this is a squad that I think I'm pretty comfortable going into game week 1 with. Fadsley, I could go for Martinelli too, but I have 3 Arsenal players, so just don't feel right. This is why I went with Rashi. To be fair, Rashford's not a bad pick either. For 6.5 mil, I think he's one of the biggest price drops that I've seen, around 3 million within FPL. So it's definitely going to be worth seeing how he plays, how much game time he gets, because United have a lot of players at their peril at the moment, and Ten Hag can rotate for that. So I think that might be a key thing to it, and I might even get on him myself if he does do well. King Harry, Saka or Martinelli remaining? Saka or Martinelli? Remember the £2 million difference. Yeah, there's a £2 million difference, of course. But for me, I just think that in terms of getting Saka in, I sacrifice another Arsenal player, and that's too much attack for me. That's just my opinion. At the end of the day, if you want to triple up on Arsenal, it might work out well for you. But for me, I just think, Diaz is a better option at the moment. King Harry, is Robbo worth it? Robbo is definitely worth it. He does it year in, year out. The only concern I have around Robertson this season at the moment, guys, this applies to all players, but especially Andy Robertson, is the 5 subs rule. Now, in terms of Liverpool, they have Tsimikas. I absolutely rate this guy. I think he's really good. He's got a lot of potential. Now, with Tsimikas, he might get a bit more game time this season. Might be rotated around 60 minutes, 70 minutes, might even get the full 90 minutes here and there. That's the thing, that's really kind of like with Robertson. I'm just thinking, okay, I could get some rotation there. But the same applies to Diaz as well. 8 million. Obviously, Jota's injured for the first couple of game weeks. But let's wait and see. It's been the 2 big questions this summer have been Robbo or Diaz. It's either Robert or Diaz, and I think the other question for me was Haaland and Kane. So I had to think about that for a second. So either way, I don't know. I get it from the Robertson perspective, but I just think there's a likelihood of rotation, and for me, I'd rather have a nailed-on defender. That's how I take it through. Aisha, welcome Aisha. What do you think about Walker and Trippier? Walker for 5 million is good. I think it's a real good value. I just think that I don't want to block off my pathway to Haaland. That's the reason why I haven't got him into my squad. And to be fair, who would I sacrifice him for? That's the second question. I don't want to get rid of Gabriel because I think he's more nailed on. But in my squad, if I got Walker in, I kind of block my third City potential, which I really want it to be Haaland if I do need to go to him in game week 2. But also, Walker, in terms of when Champions League comes around, will there be rotation? Ake, in terms of playing there as well, we just have to wait and see. But for now, for me, I just think personally that Walker is a good shout. I just can't seem to get him into my squad. It just blocks out. Because I've got Edison, I'd rather get the clean sheet points off him because I know he's at least guaranteed a starting point. And in terms of Trippier, I rate Trippier. Set pieces on it. Newcastle have some really good fixtures. 2 difficult fixtures out of the first 5 I know, but generally he's a real set piece threat. He's a good player. He's a good player. It's definitely worth being considered. He was in most of my drafts most of the summer, but then I had to just go for the template 4-4-2. Zodiac, hey buddy, much love. Much love to everyone who's on stream. If you're new around here, guys, and you've been here for the first time, hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. You know, I'm around 1,060 subscribers. I'll be here for at least another an hour and a half, 2 hours till the deadline stream. We'll have a nice discussion. Hit that subscribe button. Be part of this family channel for FPL. And let's have a great successful season. So at the moment, I'm about 1,060 subs. So let's hit that 1,100 mark. So if you are unsubscribed at the moment, it's free. Hit that subscribe button, please. Peter, live 96 or live 96. Rashford and James or Neto and Trippier. For me, out of those two, I'd go James, Rashford. Out of those two. There's just points to just the scope to go big is so much there. King Harry, need to go in 34 minutes. Oh, okay, no worries. Any questions? Do let me know. Aisha, this is your squad: Raya, Trent, Robbo, Walker, Trippier, Cancelo, Saka, Martinelli, Salah, Jesus, and Kane. What do I think? I think it's a really good squad. That's a really, really good squad. You got two, obviously, premium defenders, 2 5 million defenders. No, three premium defenders, 2 5 million defenders. And you got Saka, Martinelli, and Salah, Jesus, and Kane. I think that's a great squad, to be fair. Yeah, triple up in up front for Arsenal, but that's a really solid squad, Aisha. I think that'll do really well, to be fair. King Harry, I've taken out Saka for Diaz. Again, that's your choice, King Harry. If that's something that you feel comfortable with, I have Diaz in my squad, and I hope it works out for you. Kerslin, hello, my friend. What do you think of the double Leicester goalkeeper? I like it. I think it's good. I just don't think I'll be comfortable having 2 Leicester keepers in my team for the season. I do like to have a strong keeper. One of the things you'll see from me, obviously, throughout the season is, personally, I like to have a premium keeper, or at least a 5 million goalkeeper, where I believe that I can get some serious clean sheet points. But having 2 Leicester keepers might not be a bad shout. The only thing that puts me off Leicester is their last season's performance. I don't see many clean sheets. Kasper Schmeichel was a huge part of those clean sheets last season and the seasons before, and winning the Premier League. But if that's what you feel comfortable with and you want to free up that £1 million or £500,000 extra, going down from a 4.5 million goalkeeper, absolutely fine. King Harry says, I'll type my team out, not a problem. Kishore, I hope you're well, Kishore. Bailly and James with Leicester keepers, or Neto and a 5 million defender, and then use the extra 0.5 to upgrade Iverson to Sanchez. Personally, I don't mind either of them. But for me, I think if I look at both of those, Kishore, I personally would like the Reece James option with Bailly and have the 2 Leicester keepers, because I think just having James will give you a bit more balance to the squad that you have overall. Manny, should I get Sancho in my wildcard? Ooh, Sancho. I think wildcard's going to be a real good opportunity for us to really analyse Manchester United players, see how they do, what their output is, and how they're playing, really getting a feel of what Manchester United are like, how much rotation there are, because there's players like Eriksen now coming in. We just need to see where they play and who sets up where. So that's going to be really, really interesting. Guys, only 1 hour and 20 minutes left now before the deadline stream or the deadline actually takes place. So how quick has that gone around? Really, really quick, right? So King Harry says Ward, Cancelo, Trent, James, Trippier, Cash, Salah, Martinelli, Diaz, Jesus, Kane, benches, Neto, Iverson, Andreas, and the Palace striker. I think that's the one that went from Arsenal, wasn't it? So what do I think of that personally? I do like the back line. I actually do like the team, buddy, because you've got the goalkeeper as Ward and you've got Iverson on the bench. So you've got the goalkeepers covered. You've got Trent, James, Trippier, Cash. They're all wing backs. Nice little, you've got 2 5 millions, 1 6 mil, 1 premium, which is Trent. Then you've got Salah, Martinelli, Diaz, and nice. You've got the coverage of all 3 price failures, and then Jesus and Kane. I think that's a good team, Kings Harry. By the way, I meant Saka or Martinelli. Who would you pick out of them? Out of the two, I've personally picked Martinelli. But let's say if I could have more than, I've picked Diaz, but I've been inclined towards Saka out of them. But Martinelli and Saka, I've taken Martinelli. It just adds more balance to my squad. Wait, how are you? Hey, mate, same team, but no Edison and Trent, but we'll have Chilwell, Robbo, and Walker. Not bad. I hope that works out well for you. Sorry, guys, I'm drinking a lot of water, a lot of dehydration, and the weather's quite hot today. Don't know what it's like in your ends. King Harry, and the remaining 2 mil difference, I have 0.5 million in the bank. Yeah, that's good to have. Just in case you have any transfers to make, it's always good to have, just any price rises come along. Wait, got double Leicester keepers, lol. So yeah, I mean that's kind of like the new trend at the moment is double Leicester. And let's see how it works out. To be fair, Ali Max says to wait, it's like buying Schmeichel at 4 million. Yeah, that's a fair shout. To be fair. Models and scale, James or Diaz. I already have Walker in my squad and I'm going 5 at the back. James or Diaz. Personally, I take Reece James. I just think that the potential of big points it's a lot there. Zodiac says, why Kane over Haaland? I'm still not sure myself. Why? To be fair, it's just he's proven. That's all it is. I've seen Kane do it in the past. He didn't have the best seasons last season, Zodiac, and he still smashed it. That's all it is. I've just gone for the proven Kane. Wei says, Robbo, James, Chilwell, Cancelo, Walker, premium, all round premium for you, buddy. FPL Flair is in the house. Hey, mate, I hope you're well. Nice to see you. Models in scale, Zodiac, best form, first fixture, 100% nailed on, penalties, and I might choose Haaland in game week 2, 3 for the fixtures. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. We'll just have to wait and see. And even like Chelsea, after Chelsea, the fixtures aren't too bad for Kane either. So let's just wait and see. I just think that I'm just more comfortable having Kane than Haaland. And I think there will be games where Kane will go big. So it will even out in the end. King Harry says Chilwell is a risk, big risk. I mean, yeah, he's not had the most minutes during pre-season, but I think they're easing him way back into it. And we all know how good he is in terms of his numbers for FPL, generally on the football pitch. So if he does get a run in the squad and he's fit to go, it won't be a bad shout. Good differential, to be fair. Models and scale, hey Flair. Yeah, massive shout out to FPL Flair, who's in the house. John K, afternoon. I'm well. How are you? Ready for the new season? Guys, if you're new around here, give us a like and hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. The aim is this stream, I'm around 1,060 subscribers. Let's get to 1,100, please. So hit that like button and please do hit that subscribe button too. But I hope you're well, John, and welcome back. Ready for the first game week, which is just over an hour and 15 minutes away, guys. Apologies. Models and scale, Diaz or James? I already have Walker. I'll take James. I just think Reece James, there's just potential there to go big. That's why I like him. John says, congratulations on hitting 1K. Thank you so much, John. Absolutely appreciate it. It's down to all you guys. The family continues to grow. Please, please, please. I can't thank you enough for all your love and support. But if you're new around here, hit that subscribe button. It's free, guys. And be part of the FPL Inklink family. But thank you, John, once again. Ali, Chilwell also up against Cucurella. Yeah, so Cucurella is up against him. But I think for this game week, I think Cucurella is not going to be available because of the move and just get the finalisation. So who knows, Chilwell might play well, might go big to get his reclaim his spot. But I don't know, could they line up with the following with Chelsea, right? Where they can play 5 at the back and they could play 3 at the back and Cucurella could play the left side of the 3 centre-backs and Chilwell could play left wing-back. Could that work? I'm not too sure. We'll have to wait and see how Tuchel lines up, but I think that could be a potential as well. Zodiac, models and scale, I'm just not a big fan of planning transfers. Yeah, true. I mean, we'll just have to take it game by game week by game week as well. Wait, says Alonso's problem with Chelsea makes Chilwell an underrated player in last season. Chelsea was so good with him. As soon as his injury happened, the problems came up. Yeah, I mean, it was unfortunate, really. Yeah, let's just wait and see, guys. Zodiac, I think Alonso start over Chilwell. Chilwell is not in form yet. Yeah, I think it's just, as we discussed, he hasn't had many preseason minutes. So again, Chelsea do have the luxury of so many people at the back. So we just have to wait and see who is going to be playing with it. Nice to see so many people on the stream. Thank you so much for all coming on. If you're new around here, guys, hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. Be part of this FPL channel itself. Help us grow. Help support us. And let's hit that 1100 mark by the end of this stream, guys. Vasna, brother, how are you? I'm good. How are you? What about Neto at 4.5 million mid? No, so what about Neto to a 4.5 million mid and Nico Williams to Trippier? I think that's not bad. There are, 4.5 million. You got Jacob Murphy from Newcastle, Colback. There's some good options there. And then you can have Trippier as well. Again, for me, it was between Trippier and Neto, who I thought would get me more. But I just wanted a bit more balance with Nico Williams and Andreas Pereira on my bench. So that's how I went. But Trippier is a solid option to go for. And I definitely would consider that if that's what you're looking at. Harry. I've gone Ward, Cancelo, James, Dalot, Trent, Vestergaard. I like the Vestergaard move. Son, Salah, Bailey, Kane, Jesus. Opinions on that. I really like it, to be fair. The back line looks solid. Dalot in there, Vestergaard, you got a bit of balance to there. You got a few big hitters like Trent, and you got the balance there as well. Vestergaard, I really like that pick. I looked at him, but I just couldn't fit him into my squad, into the terms of the defenders I had. Son, Salah, I like the Son pick there as well. Kane, Jesus, you got a lot of value there, Harry. I really do like your squad. Massive shout out. Aleko, is it worth to go De Bruyne over Son? They're both great players. A lot of people have overlooked De Bruyne, especially if you look along the community and the content creators. Everyone's pretty much said out of the 12 mil, he's probably the worst in that rank category of price. But we know his output. The only concern I have with De Bruyne is there is always some part of the season where he gets injured or ill last season, which was COVID. So we just have to wait out for that. Otherwise, I think De Bruyne is being overlooked. There will be a season where he goes big, like the end of last season, and he will get the ownership. So I don't think there's anything wrong with starting with De Bruyne. If you're going to especially have Haaland, if you're looking for that output from City, what a better combination to have. There's nothing wrong with doubling up on Haaland and De Bruyne. I think those managers who do it, and if it comes off, their ranking is going to be insanely well, because we all know what the template picks are, right? We know people are going to go for like the Reece James, the Cancelo, the Trent Alexander-Arnolds, the Netos, the Martinellis, the Jesus. That's the standard template, right? We know that's going to happen. But if you can get in De Bruyne and Haaland in that, and if they do kick it off in the first 5 to 6 game weeks, your rank is going to be absolutely insane. So I personally don't mind the De Bruyne over Son. Fazna says, by when should we use the first wildcard? I'm looking at it around game week, anywhere game week 6 to 9, personally. Around game week 6 is when I'm really going to start thinking about it. Aleko, any thoughts on my team? Dalot, Digne, Trent, Walker, Gabriel, De Bruyne, Salah, Martinelli, Kane, Jesus. I really like it, to be fair. I like the Digne pick. Matty Cash has got most of the attention this season, pre-season, but we all know how good Digne is as a player. The guy's played so well for even Everton. He's had like 9 returns in seasons from just set pieces and corners, and likes to get into the box to have a shot. I think it's a good pick. Definitely with Villa's fixtures as well. Game week 1, 2, 3 look good. Yes, it gets difficult after, but there's no team there that I can say hands on heart that all 5 games are going to be literally a walk in the park. That's what the beauty of the Premier League is. You have to pick the player who you think is going to score the most points. And Digne, I think, has a really good chance from that back line. I'm going to go as far as saying that I think Digne at 5 million will score more than Bailey at 5 million. That's just my prediction. I could be wrong. But I just think Digne is a good pick. Walker, brilliant. Gabriel, De Bruyne, Salah, Martinelli, lovely. That's a good, solid midfield. And Kane and Jesus, love it. Aleko, a really good solid squad, and I like the picks that you got, like in terms of Dalot and Digne and Walker. Gives you a nice balance in the defence line as well. Harry, gone for the double Leicester goalies. Not sure if I should stick with that or change. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. If you're just going to go with it, then back yourself. Personally, for me, I'm just not comfortable with having 2 Leicester keepers. I just don't think Leicester has kind of like caught my eye, especially last season or this pre-season, where I think, you know what, yeah, I think defensively they're sound and I want them. I just like the comfortability of having a goalkeeper which I rate in the game. So Edison, I feel comfortable with. I know Man City will get the clean sheets. The next alternative I looked at is potentially Ramsdale, but I've already got 3 Arsenal players. Then the alternative to that would be Mendy. Potentially could have looked at Hugo Lloris, to be fair. Could I have done that? Hugo Lloris. And then I'll get half a mil, maybe Van Dijk. Well, nah, I mean, I don't want to get rid of Reece James. That's the thing. It always stops at the Reece James thing, because I have to get rid of him to upgrade into like the premium category. But nah, I think I'm comfortable with it. But 2 Leicester keepers do seem like a good shout. If you're going to go for it, back it. Don't change after 1 week. Just because if Leicester's concede 4 on the weekend, just don't change. Just back it. Because you know Leicester aren't going to have clean sheets mostly this season. The save points and bonus points is what's going to keep you afloat. Fascinating. Your thoughts on Perisic as a short-term asset as well as a long-term one? For me personally, I wanted him in. He was in my first ever draft. I rated him as a player, but he just hasn't had the minutes. And from what I've heard from Conte, especially from press conferences, I don't feel comfortable knowing that he's a guaranteed starter. If he was guaranteed to start this weekend, he would be in that squad. I can assure you I'd go down from Edison to Lloris or Mendy, and Gabriel I'll probably upgrade to Perisic. That's probably what I would have done. But I'm just not sure. And I don't really want to risk it in terms of, like, you know, missing out on other players. His ownership's quite high, so he's about 28% when I saw earlier. And, you know, if people start transferring him out, you're going to lose value on your squad. But when he's fully fit and he hits form, I assure you that's someone I'm definitely looking at. And if he was fit, if he was ready to go tomorrow in the game for Spurs against Southampton, he would be in my 11, hands down. But I just don't know if he's going to start. And if he does, I definitely will be focusing on him. A really, really good question. I really like that question about Perisic. And if he does work out, then long term, I definitely will get him into my squad. Wait, I have eyes on Diaz for Chilwell with Diaz. It is 90% nailed, clean sheet, and he is nailed yet with heading and the ability and the points is a good option. Yeah, I do like Diaz as well. But for me personally, don't. If you already have 2 Man City players like I do, then make sure you keep yourself available for Haaland if you don't have Haaland as one of those 2. Because there will be one point that you'd rather have the 1 transfer to make to get to him than 2 or 3 where you take hits. Right, guys, while I take a water break, thank you all for your lovely messages and staying on here. If you guys haven't given us a subscribe, now's the time. Please hit that subscribe button. Help this channel grow. We've hit the 1K mark and it's time now. Let's see if we can hit 1,100 by the end of this stream. We're over 1,060. Keep hitting that subscribe button, please. Turkish, my brother. How are you? It's so nice to see old names back in the stream. I'm good, bro. Even better after seeing your name. I've seen John earlier, and it's just, it's amazing. Badsley was here. Basno here. Wei was here. All these names that, you know, we have this family that we just continue to have a great time in terms of FPL. Welcome back, guys. But I'm good, man. You've changed my team to Ramsdale, Robertson, Reece, Trippier, Cash, Cancelo, Bailey, Son, Salah, Martinelli, Haaland. But I might change. I don't know yet. These will still change. Honestly, just over an hour left, guys. So please start making your team selection change if you want to. But I really like that team. I really, really like it, Turkish. I think there's some real scope in that. Harry, Haaland is a good run of fixtures, but went for Kane, as we know what we're getting, but I'm not sure as it is Haaland. The thing about it is, Harry, right? I get this whole Haaland. I get it all. Haaland's playing for one of the best teams. Manchester City score loads of goals, etc., etc. But I still want to see more. I've seen him in one game, the Community Shield. Yeah, it wasn't great, and I'm not judging him on just one game. I want to see more. And the risks I have with Erling Haaland, is the fact that I don't know if he's nailed for 90 minutes. I don't even know if he's nailed starting. As simple as that. We paid £100 million for Jack Grealish, and I can't confirm that even he's nailed last season. So yes, he's one of the best former attackers coming through. But if we go by Pep's track record, most of Pep's players who come in actually first season take time to settle in. So I don't know. Like, look, I'm going to be behind that couch either way, whether I have Kane or Haaland. But Kane against Southampton at home, it's just too good. Honestly, I just don't want to miss it. Don't want to miss it having it. Let's just refresh. There's 7.5 million managers on is the game at the moment. So let's see how many we've got now. Yeah, still 7.5. I think we can hit 10 mil this year. I generally do. I think we can hit 10 million managers at least at some point. MH Rizvi, Diaz or Kulusevski, considering I've got no Spurs attacker. I would say both are good. Both are good. The only thing that pushes me towards Diaz is his game week 2, you got Kulusevski has Chelsea. And I don't know how much competition Kulusevski is going to receive from Richarlison. I don't know. But for me, Kulusevski, the reason why it's kind of put me off this season starting with him is just the Richarlison buy. Who will Richarlison play for? They're not going to take Kane off for sure. They're not going to... I mean, Son, I'm not too sure how they'll do that for them. But Richarlison is going to get game time. I say Diaz, man. I'll put my neck on the line for you, MH Rizvi. I'll just say Diaz. Fulham at home. Fulham away. I think this would be a great shout for him to get some rewards. Fazna says my forwards are Gabriel, Jesus, and Romelu Haaland. Isn't it Eric Haaland? I think they're both good. The same. I mean, Haaland and Jesus, you can't go wrong. Wait, Aleko, your teams look good, but Martinelli, Walker, Gabriel, I'll have a concern if they start or not. With a weak bench, no points can be an issue. Again, I just don't know. I just know who's going to get who what starts, but Walker I think nailed on start of the season. Harry says, why do you rate Gabriel? I just don't know. I just think Gabriel just looks... I've seen Arsenal play a lot of football, and I think from an FPL perspective, the guy just... I don't know. He just something calls out for me. Just my pick, to be fair. Only 8.8% of managers have him. Just look at these stats generally. The season before, 2,000 minutes, 78 points, 2 goals, 7 bonus points, and then last season, again, played a bit more minutes, 146 points, 5 goals scored, 13 clean sheets, and 16 bonus points. So it shows that, he is consistent. And for 5 million, if I'm getting a player who's getting me 146 points, and if I compare that to Neto, who I'm paying $500,000 more for, and in this season where he did well, he got 2,549 minutes played, he got 124 points. So again, for the value of what you're paying for, judging by how he did last season, and I watched him play, I just think I rate him too much. I just rate him enough in that price range to own him. TKS99, VVD and Ramsdale, or Robbo and Sanchez? Ooh. VVD Ramsdale. I like that one, TKS. Harry, do you not think if Williams has a few bad games and people get rid of him, his price will go down and you lose value, so it's not worth keeping him there, as not a lot of good players for that price? I know, to be fair, but the way I'm playing this game is, to be fair, Harry, is the 11 players I've got on my pitch right now is the ones that I back. The 4 on the bench are on there for a reason, and they will only come into play in exceptional circumstances. I'm pretty comfortable. Look, we can lose value anywhere. The same could happen for Andres Pereira. He could do badly, not play a few games, his ownership goes down. But Nico Williams, we'll just wait and see how it goes. But yeah, I'm not too concerned about my bench in itself. I would be more upset if my players on my bench were scoring big and gaining value and I wasn't getting part of those points. But I think I'm okay with having Nico Williams there. 4 million, I'm not too bothered, to be fair, at that point. Weiwei says, FPL Inklink stream isn't complete without the blue bracket. Blue bracelet. Oh, sorry. It's a good luck charm. Emrizi, I've got all 3, Kane, Haaland and Salah, but no Cancelo or any 8 million mid. Should I roll with it, or having Cancelo not having Cancelo is a risk? Cancelo, you'll want him at some point. You'll want him on some point. I think the first 3 fixtures, I think it's worth having Cancelo. I think it's a risk personally, buddy. Ali Matt, do you think the extra million on Edison is worth it over Meslier Sanchez? Yes, I do. I've had a look around, Ali, where I could actually add value to my squad. I've played around with it. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. I just feel comfortable. It's just the way I play the game. Yeah, there are people who say, premium keepers, stay away, steer clear, but they're half a mil cheaper this season. And I've looked at, players potentially being changed. I don't want to change any of my backline. On the bench, I'm going to add $500,000 to Nico Williams, to a defender that I'm probably not going to play. Not really. Neto, after Martinelli at 6 mil, I don't really see a player that I really want. At 6.5, Rashford, I'm not too comfortable on him. My attackers, I'm pretty comfortable with them. So I don't really see where I can use that $500,000 or $1 million extra anywhere else. So yeah, I think I'm pretty content with it at the moment. But that could change. Wait, Trippier over Gabriel, to be honest. Yeah, that's honestly, personally, I'm happy with that. It's all about opinions, but for me, I'm just going for Gabriel, as I think, that's just the way I feel comfortable with him, and I think he'll be a good shout for me this season. Vipers, welcome. Sanchez, Neto, Saka, or Grealish, Ramsdale, Martinelli? I'm not too sure about Grealish. That's why I was thinking about it. I'd rather go Sanchez, Neto, Saka. Grealish, I just don't know what his minutes are going to be like, to be fair. Guys, if you're new around here, or if you've been here before and you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do hit that subscribe button. It's absolutely free. And be part of the FPL Clip family. Help us grow. Ali Mac, how about Andreas to Bailey for an extra 0.5? That's a good shout. I mean, personally, either way, I've had a look at Bailey, but I'm just not too sold on the idea of having him for 0.5. I just think I'd rather have the comfortability of Edison in goal. And City have some really good fixtures, straight up. So yeah, I have had a look at these possibilities, Ali, but yeah, I'll stick with Edison, I think. Got to be different somehow. Can't be copying everyone. Got to have my own thoughts somewhere, right? Yeah, so fancy less than an hour now. 58 minutes, guys. Abhimanu Vijay, good evening, buddy. Best midfielder plus defender combo for 11.5 mil. Oof. Best midfielder plus defender for 11.5, and that's the budget. Okay, so if we put Abhimanu, if you don't mind me asking, could you kindly put your back defensive line on here, please? Sorry guys, I'm just removing this unnecessary spam that's been put into this channel. Please guys, if whoever it is, if this spam comes up, please report it. It's not wanted around here. So Abhimanu, yeah. Thank you. I've got Walker, Trent, Robbo and James. Walker, Trent, Robbo and James, that's fine. So you want... Okay, so you're trying to make 11.5 mil. I assume you want to go with those four at the back, right? So this is going to be your fifth defender. I'd give 4 million there. That leaves us with 7.5. 7.5. Who can we get for 7.5? 7.5 mil. In the 7.5 mil bracket, personally, I do like the pick of Harvey Barnes at 7 mil. Zaha at 7 mil is not bad either, but you still got $500,000 left. If I had 11.5, okay, with the defence that you have, I personally would go for Nico Williams as a 4 million option. But if you're looking to play 5 defenders at the back at 4.5, Vestergaard or Dalot, and then you could either get 6.5 Rashford or 7 million Harvey Barnes or Zaha. Those are the combinations I could look at personally. Vipers, I want to be different with Grealish, not the same as everyone else. Cool. So if you're happy with Grealish, Vipers, Grealish it is. Go for it. Fasna, did you try Prime? Did you try Prime? If so, what's your favourite flavour? I didn't know. I haven't tried it, no. What's your favourite flavour, Fazna? Fadsley, hopefully I'm not making a last minute tinker. Yeah, you will do. You will do, Fadsley. I'm kind on the template, but with just some different differentials like Kulu, Aronson, and Gabriel. I like your team, Fadsley. Honestly, you got nothing to worry about. It's going to be amazing, all right? All I'm going to say, guys, is you can't win FPL in game week 1, but you certainly can lose it. Just stay confident with your decisions and just back them. Just back your decisions, what you're going to go for. I've got Walker, Trent, Robertson. Oh yeah, we've already discussed that. Not a problem. Way. Very excited for Premier League until United started playing, and week in week out give me depression. Hey, welcome to the life of a United fan, eh? Genius Gamer. Hey, Genius Gamer. Another familiar name. Welcome. Vivek. Hello. Another familiar. All the family is returning today. Hello, Vivek. How are you? I hope you're well. Abhimanu Vijay, thank you for the reply. Not a problem. That's what we're here for, guys. Guys, if you're new around here, let us know. You've been here before, you haven't subscribed. Hit that subscribe button, please. Let's hit that 1,100 subscribers. We've hit 1,060 plus, so let's keep subscribing to FPL Inkling, guys. Fazna, Abby, put trust on San and go for 7.5. Sancho, yeah. I mean, Sancho, he's looked most nailed, to be fair. I really like Martial, to be fair. Martial looks good for 7 mil. MH Rizvi said, is Rashford a good choice? I mean, Rashford, if he gets the minutes at 6.5, Rizvi, I'm looking at him as well. So if, for example, Rashford gets some good minutes and he gets going well, then I so easily could downgrade Edison by 1 million. And I could get someone like Sanchez in or Raya. Let's say I get priced out. I can even go for the other Leicester goalkeeper because I've got Ward. And then I can go Neto all the way to Rashford. So I've got that coverage there. That's what I'm looking at. So Rashford, I just want to see personally for myself where he's lining up, and then I will take it from there. That's how I'm looking for it. Vivek says, long time. Yeah, long time, buddy. COVID was horrible. But you know what, guys? I'm back fitter, stronger, healthier, happier. And this season, I'm going to give you guys the regular content you guys want and look for. Deadline stream sometimes might not be possible on the Friday deadline itself because I do have work. Luckily, today I finished early. But the guarantees are you will get regular content throughout the week. You'll get deadline stream as well. Sometimes I might have to do it the night before because if I'm working, that's fine. But you will get regular content where I'll be doing, player watch list, team selection. I've also done a video around, game week thoughts. And I'll also be looking at, captaincy choices as well. But then we'll also do the knee-jerk reaction stream, which is my favourite stream. The knee-jerk reaction, how the week goes. So we'll do all that. We'll have regular content, guys. So if you guys want to get stuck in and, be part of the FPL Inkling channel and be tuned in for the good content and be part of this family, you guys know what to do. I always shout out to you guys. Any messages you have, I'll give out a shout out with your name. So please hit that subscribe button. Be part of this FPL YouTube channel for FPL Inkling. And in addition, if you guys haven't joined the league code, the code is on the screen below my camera. Join the FPL Inkling League and let's have an amazing season, guys. Adamak83, best 5 million defender. For me, it's Gabriel. Followed closely by Walker and Trippier. Ethan Williams, will players like Jesus with such high ownership go up over this weekend? I don't think the ownership going up will be mostly about how many people, because he's already on about 70 plus. So I don't think this price will go up. But if he blanks, for example, if he gets red carded, a lot of people transfer him out, his price certainly will go down. Vivek, what do you think about Almiron? Almiron's played well. Almiron, he's played well, honestly, pre-season, and I think he's 5 mil. It's not a bad option, man. I do like him, Vivek. I have had a look. I'm not going to lie to you. I did have a look, but I just felt more comfortable with Neto. But yeah, Almiron's done well. He's got some good numbers underlying as well. Fazna, consistency is the key in FPL. Of course it is. Fazna said, how about a triple captain Salah? As tempting as it is, Fazna, potentially not. This week, I want to wait for a double game week potentially to hit it on a captain like last season where I got over 100 points for that one. Admac, best 5 minute defender. As I've mentioned, buddy, Gabriel for me. At number 2 and 3, Trippier and Walker. It's a flip of a coin. Fazna says, will Walker play? I think he will. There's no replacement of him. And there's no kind of Champions League first up, so I think he will play. He will play. This game week, I think he'll represent him. I think it'll be Walker, Diaz, Cancelo, and I'd say Nathan Ake looks likely, I'd say. But you never know, Pep. You might just turn around and say, Grealish, left back, get in there. It's Pep roulette time. Vivek, you're not going with Salah this time. Wow. That's brave. I hope it works out for you, Vivek. Ali Mac, I know someone bench boost in game week 1 and wildcard in game week 2. Wow. They'll definitely want to get off to a fast start, right? Asalay says Walker or Trippier. Tough one. Walker or Trippier? I'd go Walker, boss, out of the two. Yeah, I would do. Wait, Martial has a problem from his attitude. Yeah, attitude-wise, he has had issues. Ali Mac, Martial is injured. Oh, I haven't heard that, but if he is, Ronaldo? Vasner, shall I switch Trippier to Walker? Again, if it doesn't block out any moves for Man City players for Haaland, yeah, I would go Walker than Trippier. But guys, then don't. Honestly, I'm just going by what I feel he's going to play. If he gets benched, I feel like everyone's going to have a go at me. But yeah, I personally at this moment in time, if I was choosing between Walker and Trippier, but if I didn't have the kind of issue of having more than 3 City players, I'd go Walker. But I want to get the option to have Haaland in because of Edison. That's why I would go Trippier. But out of the two, if I didn't have that, Walker it is. MH Rizzi saying, I'm thinking about Almiron as well over Neto because right now I have 2 Leicester 4 million keepers in which I'm not comfortable with. So what do you think about switching to Neto, Almiron and Inverness to Sanchez? Yeah, that works. You get the $500,000 to spend on Sanchez. Sanchez is a brilliant keeper for 4.5. We know what we're going to get from him. Vasner, favourite jersey of the season? Oh, no, that's a good question. Arsenal's away kit. Arsenal's away black kit for me, favourite jersey this season. Yeah, Arsenal away black kit. And I have this thing about green, so I really like the Wolves away kit. I don't know if you guys have seen it, the emerald green colour, the like 3rd away kit or 2nd away kit. That's really nice as well. Fazna, Bibet, then I guess you're going to have to hide behind the sofa. Yeah, he'll need a big sofa with no Salah. Bibet, don't you think getting max off no City attackers? Don't you think of getting max number of City attackers for the next game week? Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's not all about the attackers because the attackers sometimes obviously can blank, same as the defenders. But yeah, I think if I get Haaland in, then for sure I'll get a bit of best of both, right? Harry, I need this deadline to hurry up so I don't make changes. How long have we got left? 45 minutes? 45 minutes? Guys, I've been on this stream for 1 hour and 4 minutes. Jeez, that went quick. That went really quick. Let's get some fixtures up, guys. Let's look at some fixtures. Hold on. So, these are the teams that at the moment are looking out with the fixtures. So, this is going from according to the first 5 game weeks of difficulty, according to FPL difficulty prediction website. So, as you can see at number 1, we've got Arsenal, Chelsea, Everton, and followed by Leeds, surprisingly, and then Man City. So Man City do have a lot of favourable fixtures there. Sorry, guys, just checking something out for a moment. So for me personally, I looking at this, I'm happy with the Arsenal. I'm happy with the Reece James part because that gives me coverage on Chelsea. Yeah, the Spurs game doesn't look that great, but it's good coverage. Everton. Am I overlooking Everton players? Guys, we're on 1,067 subscribers. Thank you so much for all your love and support. If you guys haven't hit that subscribe button yet, please hit it. Let's get to that 1,100 mark. We've got a bit of time left still. We can get there for sure. So please do continue to give your love. And thank you so much for everyone's support and comments. So I think I might overlooking Everton. So you've got Chelsea at home, yes. Aston Villa away, Nottingham, Brentford, Leeds. Oof. But Everton have had a bad pre-season, right? If Richarlison was back here like the last season where he was in form, that would have been a temptation there. Leeds, I think Harrison might be a good shout with Harrison as well. You know, barring the Chelsea game, they all look fairly good, the fixtures. And then Man City, obviously the West Ham game, barring that is just beautiful. So yeah, we've maybe getting the most players of Arsenal and Chelsea. Man City will be the best shout out, to be fair. Let's bring the team back. Let's see how many managers we've got now. So 7.5 mil. Yeah. Have we got close to the 8 million mark? Ooh, the game's getting heavier now, guys. Ooh. I assure you this is not my internet connection. 7.644. Guys, I'm going to give you guys one tip. Massive tip. Forget everything else about this deadline stream and transfers. Get your teams locked in. That took a while to get in. Wow. This game's getting heavy. I don't want it to be locked out, guys. So get that team stuck in. Harry, I need this deadline to... Oh, sorry, we've done that. Yep. Wait. Ward, Trent, Robert, Cancelo, James, Walker, Salah, Rashford, Neto, Salah, Jesus, bench, Iverson, Martinelli, Arthur. Bench Martinelli. Whoa. Wait. Neto, Martinelli, swap. Please, swap. A really good team, buddy. Luke Bass, first 5 game weeks. Who's better, Rashford or ASM? Oh, that's a tough one, isn't it? United have better fixtures. Newcastle play City and Liverpool. But out of the two at the moment, I'd say I'd rather go for, say, Maximin. Out of the two. Bibek, Rashford. Yeah, but Rashford's a good choice. Honestly, I just don't know if he's going to start. This Eriksen transfer makes no sense to me. I don't know where Eriksen's going to play, what this does for Rashford. The most nailed on out of all of them is definitely Sancho. MH Rizzy said, I can't make my mind up, man. Ain't we all in the same boat? My team right now is Sanchez, Trent, James, Cancelo, Salah, Bailey, Mount, Diaz, Almiron, Jesus, Kane. I'm overthinking too much, changing team again and again. And I think I should stick. I think you should stick. I'm not going to comment any more on your team, MH Rizzy. It's a good squad. You got the thumbs up from me. Look at that, the thumbs up. Perfect. Don't worry about it. Submit it now. Relax. Game is about to begin. My heartbeat's going up, guys. My heartbeat's going up. Abdrazak Omar, welcome. I have both Bailey and Neto, and I want to bench one. Please, any recommendations? Out of the two, I think either are good. I've got Neto in. They got Leeds. Who are Aston Villa playing? Oh, Bournemouth away. Both good fixtures, to be fair. I know there's a lot of hype around Bailey. He's done well. I think either are good, but out of the two, for me, I'd go Neto. Leeds away. I think if Leeds are susceptible defensively like last season, good chance to get some goals. Ali says bench Neto. Again, let's see. Two people with two different opinions. Let's have a look to see. Let's see the teams with the worst fixtures, guys. Or not worst, I should say, or the most difficult fixtures. Ooh, so much red on there. Yep, so let's have a look here. Right. So Newcastle, as I mentioned about the Alisson Maximum, they have Liverpool and Man City. In Forest, Newcastle, West Ham, Everton, Tottenham, Man City, solid games. Maybe having Nico Williams in for the Everton game might be a good shout. Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Wolves, Crystal Palace. What a start! Arsenal, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Man City, Brentford, and then you got Southampton with Tottenham, Leeds, Leicester, Manchester United, and Chelsea. Wow, those are some heavy, heavy games. Oh, anyone tripling up on these teams? I'd love to know. Fasner, Raya, Ward, well, Fasner's team. Raya, Ward, Trent, Robertson, Cancelo, James, Walker, Salah, Martinelli, Ahmad, Andreas, Jesus, Harland, Greenwood. Got 7 million in the bank and one blank space. Who should I go for? Grealish, 7 mil. Might be a good shout, to be fair. I could put Trippier to Walker and then Freakish, and then put Freakish, or you can tell me a good 7 million less. I think 7 mil less. You've already got Martinelli, yeah, so Trippier. Yeah, I think Grealish should be good. I think Trippier to Walker and Grealish should be good. I reckon he'll be fine at 7 mil. You've got a really good balance of your squad. Where we're swapped, you have more users, hence more chances of servers crashing in the EU on the EU side. Fair enough. Cool. Yeah, no, it was just taking ages to refresh. That's scary. But yeah, guys, let's start thinking 7.6 million managers. Can we get 8 million, do you reckon, in the last like half hour? Guys, 38 minutes to go. 38 minutes to go. Let's have a look. I'm just having a look at Twitter to see if there's any latest updates on here. Fasner says, sorry, I meant you can put Walker out for Trippier and then Grealish in. Yeah, I like Grealish. Again, it's just will you get the game time, and I think for 7 mil he won't be a bad shout. If you want to put, I'll look at your squad and you got a good balance, so this Grealish might not be a bad shout at all. Anyone less than 7 million that I recommend in your squad? That's what I'm trying to think of right now. You've got Martinelli. Yeah. Maybe Bailey, and then you have 2 million extra. You can maybe upgrade like Walker to. No, Walker. You could like upgrade the 2 million elsewhere. Yeah, I would say you got personally out of that team. I've had a look carefully. I'd say Grealish might be a good shout in this one. Ethan Williams says, feels like this year is going to be so tight with the template. Seeing everyone with the exact same teams is mad. The thing is, Ethan, is how we usually start FPL. Most teams are the same. Watch till the knee-jerk reaction comes. Watch till next week. There'll be so many changes in teams. That's where it's going to change. So let's wait and see. It's weird because usually when FPL starts, you could be like literally 2 points behind someone, but your rank might be like 1 million less. Don't ask how it works. Because of the templates. Fasna or another 7 million mid. 7 million, Harvey Barnes. I like him. Harvey Barnes or Zaha. Really good. But Harvey Barnes, because they've got no Europe this year, might be a better shot at regular minutes. Ema says, Ali Mac, thank you. Ali Mac Mo, which 3 players raise in price? What will rise in price next week? Haaland. I think Haaland will go up. Kane owners, like myself, will be looking at Haaland closely and pretty much may make that move even before the game. So 29% ownership. Haaland will go up for me. I think his price will go up. I think Robertson will go up. I think if Robertson goes big, his price will go up this week. And third player, the price to go up. I think Martinelli. I think if Martinelli goes big at 6 mil, people are going to jump on him. So I think Martinelli, Haaland, Robertson. Those are my 3 players. Vivek Firmino. The Nunez is so good. I wouldn't go Firmino. Caden played 2 out of Perisic, Bailey, and Neto. I'm not sure about Perisic's fitness at the moment. Is he going to be available? But if I had to, like, say, have Perisic out of Bailey and Neto, I'd go Neto personally. I've chosen Neto over him. Vasna says Barnes is injured, but he's injured. Fair enough. Cool. I wasn't aware of that one. I would say then Grealish or Zaha. Are you brave enough to play Pep Roulette? If not, I've always been an advocate of Zaha. So Zaha at 7 mil is not a bad shout. He does go big. Ali Barnes is injured and expected back late August. Fair enough. That's all there. Vivek, I'm getting Haaland as soon as the FPL reopens. But don't you want to see how Kane does? What if Kane gets a hat-trick? Huh? Neto or Martinelli already have Zinchenko... Sorry, Agnik, welcome. Neto or Martinelli and already have Zinchenko and Jesus. Would 3 Arsenal players be good knowing that they did the first game last season? Last year was different. They had like Brentford who'd just been promoted. Crystal Palace is not an easy game. It's not an easy game. They've got Patrick Vieira again, their old nemesis. Neto, Martinelli, Agnik, Martinelli for sure. Triple up on Arsenal on this one. I have to tell you, Martinelli, you have to go for him. Fazner, bro, I have the feeling the website's going to crash because the websites look laggy. Yep, it looks laggy, guys. Use the app. Use the mobile app. Right, guys, if you guys haven't liked the video, give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed to FPL Inklink, please do hit that subscribe button. We're on around 1,068 subscribers. Let's get to that 1,100 mark by the end of this stream. So look at the Arsenal fixtures one more time. Let's look at Saka. Yeah, so personally for me, I definitely will be looking at Martinelli. In there, I definitely would want to have a piece of Martinelli, especially with those fixtures. Thank you, guys. We've got 2 more subscribers coming in. We're on 1,069. Let's get to that 1,100 mark. 31 more to go. Love it. Vivek, what about KDB? What can I say about KDB? Absolutely amazing. 12 mil is a bit too much. I wish I could get him into this squad. I generally can't. We will just have to wait and see. But yeah, I want him in my squad, man. I'm going to be nervous this season for 2 players, Son and Kevin De Bruyne. I want to own them, but I just can't. I've tried. And then having them in and then not having Salah or Kane or Haaland, I just can't imagine at the moment. But yeah, it's going to be tough. Fazna, you watching the Arsenal All or Nothing? Of course. I've seen the trailer when they said to Aubameyang he's no longer our captain. Ooh, I felt the pain. And what's your favourite parts of it? I haven't started watching it. I will do. Maybe this weekend. Maybe this weekend. Right, guys, who's going to be my 1,070th subscriber? Please hit that subscribe button. Let's get to the next landmark. So, guys, whoever's on stream here, I'm going to ask you guys a question now. So I've answered most questions this stream. Which one player in your team that you don't have are you fearing the most this so far in game week 1 that you wish you had? So one player that you wish you had in your squad that is not part of your squad and you're going to be watching them from behind the sofa this first game week. I have a couple. But the one I'm definitely watching from behind the sofa, for me, is Son. Son's owned by about 25% of managers. And if he goes big, oh, it's going to be hard. Any threemium drafts in the house? Any threemiums? So that's the 3 premiums draft, right? Anyone gone for that? Fasna says KDB. Ooh, KDB. Ali Mac, Son, I will watch with closed eyes. I'm going to be behind the sofa. But yeah, honestly, Son is just... Do you know what the ownership part scares me? Because he's around 25% owned. So there are managers out there, 184 managers who has Son. And if Son goes big, Fasna says, I actually put him in my squad and then started searching for 2 million defender. Lol, my dumb brain. It's been a long day. This stream's been going for 1 hour and 22 minutes. Oh, guys, we've got less than half an hour, 28 minutes to go. Get your squads in. Harry, I've literally changed mine and gone Diaz, Cancelo, and KDB. Ooh, triple Man City, Harry. Love it, Harry. Triple up already. These last minute moves, love it. Only 2 hours to go before the first football game of the season. Should we get some top 4 predictions of mine this season? I think number 1 is going to be Man City. I think Man City will win the league again, just because of the accumulation of Haaland. Yes, I rate Nunez, but Haaland adds another dimension to them. Mane's going to be a huge loss. Can they recuperate Mane's loss through Diaz and Nunez? Number 2, I would say Liverpool. Best 2 teams in the country. Number 3, might surprise you, Arsenal. Number 4, actually no, can I change? Number 3, Spurs. Number 4, Arsenal. 5, Chelsea, and 6, United. That's how I'm seeing it. I'm saying that as a United fan. Bibek, I'm confused between KDB and Son. In terms of choosing between them, they're both just as good as each other, mate, honestly. Harry, as a United fan, I'm biased and I think I'll see them getting into the top 4. I hope so, mate. I hope so. But we have to be listening to the Europa League music, not the champions. I will miss that music. But obviously I'll still watch it anyway. Wait, all eyes on Rashford and Dalot for United. Yes, Dalot and Rashford down the right hand side. All Rashford needs to do is just work on his shooting. The rest will be fine. Guys, we're getting close now. We're getting close to the deadline. Thank you for all your love, all the likes, all the messages. Please, guys, if you guys are still on the stream and you guys haven't hit the subscribe button, now is the time. Hit that subscribe button. Help us get close to that 1,100 subscribers mark by the end of this stream. I love it how KDB and Son name was the most common. So this is going to be the knee-jerk reactions, guys. As soon as they go big and the players that we own go blank, there's going to be movement towards them. Imagine if Salah blanks and Son or KDB get a hat-trick. Harry says he's going to triple City right now, and then wild card on the game week 7. Not bad. Not bad at all. Just thinking last minute, can I get any player in my squad? 24 minutes to go, guys. 24 minutes to go. Let's see if I refresh the page, how many managers we got now. 7.64. 7.69. Still going up, guys. You see some ownerships. 15.9 for Edison. Trent, how much do you reckon we got Trent on? 60? Oh, wow. What a guess. 60. Mad. 45.6 for João Cancelo. 40.8. James has gone up again. Gabriel, 8.8. Hasn't moved. Over 60. 61.9. 38% of managers, no Salah. 21.7 for Diaz. I thought that would go below 20. Neto, 18.3. Martinelli, 20%. 21.9. We saw Kane earlier, 26. 28. 29.1. Jesus, 76.8. That's ridiculous. 29.4 here. Yeah, so not bad. Not bad at all. Bibek, why don't you go with Bailey? I had a look, but I just don't know what to do with the extra 0.5 mil. Let's have a look. Just going to check out some Twitter, guys, on my phone. Let's see if there's any live FPL updates that I can tell you about. What are we seeing? There's a lot of noise around Cucurella starting against Everton, guys. Potentially. Potentially Cucurella could start. Let's wait and see. Caden Favour said, is it bad to have 1 million in the bank? No, not at all. Not at all. It's actually quite good in one sense, because what that allows you to do is have the spare cash if price rises happen. Wait, you know the world if Jesus is the most owned player. Yeah, he's done well pre-season. Wait, he's done very well. Alright guys, if you guys haven't liked the video so far, give us a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. We are nearly at the 1070 mark. But Twitter, yeah, it's at the moment talking about Cucurella. And we've hit the 1070 mark, guys. Thank you so much. Keep hitting that subscribe button, guys. We are literally 30 subscribers now away from hitting the 1100 mark that I wanted to hit before this stream started. So please share the love. Manish, do you think who to get before you do your transfer? I hope so. That's the aim. I tried to use my brain. But sometimes it's more the kind of like heart, which is more than my mind. But I do try to think as much as I can. Sometimes my heart is just set on a player that I want. And I know it's got a bit of form. So sometimes, yeah, it can be my heart more than my mind. But I try to use my brain as much as possible. Guys, we're in the final 20 minutes of this deadline now. Beck says keep 0.5 for the price increase. Yeah, I could do, but I just feel that I feel comfortable with the Neto pick right now. And if Bailey does well, I'm downgrade a lot, not downgrade. So that's the wrong. I'm going to a player which is cheaper in price, even if he gets the 0.1 mil price hike. Valencia says Martinelli and Mount or Saka and Neto. I like Martinelli and Mount. That's good. Them two are really good. And Mount is being overlooked with his fixtures are pretty good. Obviously, they've got Everton and then they've got players off games after that. I think he's been overlooked at 8 million. I was tempted. I'm not gonna lie to you, but just the flavors, the fixtures of Liverpool as well was just too good as well. But I like Martinelli and Mount. That's a good mix. Caden Flavour, what do you think of Trippier? I love Trippier. Absolutely love him. The only concerns I have around Trippier, there's a lot of positives. Big game player, set piece taker, scores goals, sets up goals. The downside is fitness. He does get injured. He's injury prone. But the good thing that's going in his favour this season, why I'm going to keep an eye on him, where I could actually bring him in, is the fact that he probably wants to get to the World Cup. So he's fighting for that competition. So the next 6 games, they're not going to have any midweek games. I don't think so in terms of cups and stuff. Will be a good shot to see how it goes. Let's see, which other players do I have? So look at Mason Mount. So when we talk about Mount, yeah, in terms of the fixtures, let's have a look. He's not too bad. There we are, just checking Twitter through. Yep, so in terms of Mason Mount, you can even see from the fixtures itself that I think, you know, if he does get the regular starts, he may be for a good shout, to be fair. The Spurs game puts me off. Leeds, Leicester, Southampton. Ooh, have I overlooked him? I don't know. Why am I overthinking this now? Guys, 15 minutes left now, so please do get your team submitted in. The website will get heavier, so get yourselves on there. Rizvi says Wilson and Bamford are being overlooked this season. They are indeed. I think Jesus has just kind of killed that kind of conversation off fully. Anis Mohammed, thoughts on Sterling? Oh, I wish I could own him. He's that extra 2 million I can't find. I did try at one point where I downgraded. Who did I downgrade? I took Edison down to, I think it was the Leicester goalkeeper. And then I took Neto down to Bailey. And then I took Diaz up to Sterling. But I just didn't like the balance of the squad then. I just didn't like it that size. But yeah, I did try to get him in. He's going to hit form this season. He's got the service. He's got the players around him. He's got Havertz up front. Potentially Aubameyang. Let's not forget Aubameyang, guys. So yeah, I have had like looks on the even the team now again to see if I can get Sterling in. It's just too much movement, honestly. Anish, do you own him? That's a good question. I want to see how many people here potentially own him. He's going to go big, man. Honestly, at one point he will go big. Boratu says Diaz, Edison, or Mahrez, Allison. Diaz, Edison, buddy. I've gone for Diaz and Edison. Cucurella or Digne right now? Digne. I'll go Digne, buddy, right now. I like Digne personally myself as well. Oof, guys. 1 hour 37 minutes into this stream. 17 past, so we have 13 minutes to go. Please, thank you guys for all your support. Keep hitting that subscribe button. Let's see if we can get 1,100 subs by the end of this stream. So let's discuss a bit of Haaland. If I haven't made you enough confused already between Haaland and Kane. So let's discuss these guys. Haaland, great games, great fixtures up front. But I do believe, it's going to be like a close fight between him and Harry Kane throughout this season. We're going to have to wait and see who gets what where. But I'm starting off with Kane. But again, looking at his fixtures, I'm not going to say that I won't consider bringing him in literally as soon as I've seen the Spurs game or even the City game. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. Boris says it's okay not to go template. 100%. It is perfectly fine not to go template, buddy. Vivek, I think Lingard's going to score. Just thoughts. Lingard at West Ham was amazing, and I think if he does go there, he's going to want to prove a point. He's got so much backlash and hate off his social media for dancing and stuff like that. I'm looking at Lingard. I'm looking at him. If he does well, I could downgrade Edison to a Mendy, and then probably upgrade Neto to a Lingard, depending on how much form he hits. Guys, we're almost in the last 10 minutes now. 10 minutes. If you haven't joined the FPL Inkling League code, good time to join that now. It's free. And also, guys, if you guys haven't subscribed to us, that's free too. So please hit that subscribe button. Join the FPL Inkling family. We are growing. We have had a new 30 members today, so thank you to everyone who has joined. I really appreciate all your support. Bora, Edison, Arnold, Perisic, James, Cancelo, Salah, Luis Diaz, Madison, Martinelli, Aronson, and Jesus. What do you think? I like it. I do really like it. Madison's a good pick. Bit differential. Fixtures are difficult, so I kind of overlooked him. £28 million picks, I like it. You got Aronson. I really like Aronson as well. Perisic is the only question mark for me. Is he fit enough to play? Otherwise, if he was fully fit and I had a confirmation that he was playing, he'd be in my squad as well. Otherwise, I like it. I really like it. No Kane or Haaland? Will you be okay with that? If one of them do kind of go big this week, there won't be no knee-jerk, will there? You won't have to make a couple of transfers to get them in. That's the only question I'll say is just think about it once more. If you want an 11.5 million attacker, just to be safe, that'll be good. Last 10 minutes, guys. Last 10 minutes. Whew, the nerves are happening. The nerves are coming. I promised myself I'll finish this bottle off in 2 hours. Not bad. Try my best. Only a little bit left in 10 minutes. See how close I can get. Let's have a look at some Twitter. No Arsenal team kind of news coming out at the moment, but I hope Martin Jesus and Gabriel start, and Saka, of course, for whoever owns Saka as well. Harry, right, I'm gonna need all your guys' opinions on, because I'm looking at the last few minute changes. I want to Ward, Diaz, Cancelo, Dallo, Trent, Vestergaard. I think it's a good squad, Harry. Yeah, I like the Vestergaard pit. I like the team. KDB, Bailey, Kane, Jesus. Yeah, I like the squad, Harry. I think it's a really good balanced squad. And I think it'll do really well. Bora TV, haha. I think you so much, my friend. I'm just liking the idea of using more funds, spreading them around. Therefore, no 11.5 midfielder. It's okay, right? Yeah, of course it is. It's all good. All I want to say is I just want to give you the option that if you do look to move across there, you might have to use 1 or 2 transfers, but otherwise the team is absolutely fantastic. What's the prize for league winner, Mo? Ooh, that'll be revealing, right? I think I'll think of it as the season goes along. It'll be a nice one, it'll be a good one, right? Right, let's have a look. Whichever player could we have looked at? So, all you Kane fans or all you Kane managers, these are the fixtures you're looking at. So, all I'm going to say is before thinking of moving him out for the Chelsea game, just have a look at his fixtures. They're not bad. They're not bad whatsoever. Wolves, Nottingham, and West Ham. So, he could go big on that as well. Boris says, love you. Thank you. Appreciate the love. King or Dennis? King or Dennis? That Josh King? That's Josh King. I like Josh King, to be fair. I'd say Fadsley. Let's have a think. And he's which 4.5 forward is likely to get more minutes? It depends. I've gone for Ayling. Sorry, not Ayling. Tyler. Lyle Tyler. I was saying Ayling for. Lyle Tyler. I think he's going to get a good shout. He might get a few games here and there. Archer by I think it was Gerrard saying to him that he will get a few more minutes this season. Told him to stay. But yeah, I think it's out of Archer and Taylor. Greenwood, I'm not too sure. He's owned by so many managers that as soon as it goes down, you're going to have a loss in team value in that. But yeah, I'd go Taylor. Bibek, Anisco for Archer. Archer's not bad, as I mentioned as well. Fazzy, should I go for Aronson, Mo? My guys say Aronson. My gut, sorry. Guys, I'll say my guys. Aronson's not bad. He's done well pre-season. I like the player. He's a good price. He's pretty much the Rafinha replacement, right? And Leeds are going to do well this season. I think we're overlooking them. There will be points where they do well. But if you're going to pick him ahead of Neto, that's entirely your choice. I've gone Neto personally because I just think without Jimenez there, I think Neto will get a bit more chance up front. That's the reasoning why. That's it. I'll be back in 5 minutes. More 5 minutes. Still more changes, eh? Still more changes. Let it be, man. Let it be. Look at me. I've been sat here for an hour and a half. Not a single change to my squad. Relaxed. We got this. And East best 4.5 goalkeeper. I like Raya. Raya followed by Sanchez. Raya from Brentford. Top pick. Ali Max says Meslier or Sanchez. Meslier's not bad either. I just think Leeds will concede more than Brentford. Just an opinion. Should I be brave and just hit refresh to see how many, if we hit the 8 million managers here or not? Still 7.765, so almost 8 million managers. First game week, not bad. Guys, 4 minutes to go. Get your squads in, get your final minute questions in, and if you're all relaxed like me, ready for that time to hit the subscribe button, join the FPL Inkling family. We said we'd try hitting the 1100 subscribers mark. We're on 1072. 28 more to go. If you're new around here, please, please, please generously hit that subscribe button and be part of the family. Let's have a look at Madison. So we had a few a few family members here who discussed Madison. So I think Madison's an incredible player and he's got a real good chance for doing well this season. The only thing I have the issue with Madison is his first 3 game weeks. The first 3 games out of the first 5 game weeks, they're tough. Arsenal, Chelsea and Manchester United. Otherwise, we know how good he is. He's probably the third, kind of talisman of Leicester. But yeah, I think if you're going to look to back him for the 5 weeks, and I think he'll pay dividends. So guys, back to the team now. We've got less than 3 minutes. 3 minutes, guys. Get your squads in. Fire away questions if you need to, and if you're relaxing, guys, hit that like and subscribe button. 1073, 27 more to go, guys. Thank you so much, whoever's joining the family. Massive shout out, and absolute love for every single one of you. I kind of regretted it. I should have brought some music. I'm going to start bringing in my headphones, guys, just to keep myself motivated and focused on the stream. Vivek, I just think that the new promoted teams are going to score at least 1 goal in game week 1. Could do. It depends on what kind of the plan is. Like a couple of years ago, Leeds United came up and they were like, look, we're going to concede 4, but we're going to try scoring 5. And it ended up being 4-3, 5-4 at Old Trafford and Anfield. But yeah, it's just seeing how they set up. I think it's going to be a really good season. It's going to be close. And we're in the last minute, guys. Last minute. Ooh, 60 seconds. Get those squads in, guys. Get those squads in. Oh, my God. $40 seconds to go. And as I said, guys, in the last 40 seconds, if you guys have done your team like I have, relaxing, not worried about the world. If you guys enjoy what you guys have seen here and you want to be part of the family, hit that subscribe button, be part of the FPL Inkling family, guys. Thank you so much for all your love. We've gone up 35 members today, almost close to that 1100 mark. So thank you for getting me there as close as possible. 10 seconds, guys. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Deadline. Boom! Deadline, guys. That is it. The last 4 weeks of thinking, overthinking, changing subs. Everything is done. Everything's done. Now just sit back and relax like I am. Take a deep breath. Have some water. Done. Done. Are you ready? Are you ready? It's all done. All done. That is the team, guys. That is FPL Inkling's team. That is my team for this FPL season, game week 1. Happy? I'm happy. No more thoughts now. We can do this. Vivek, Kane, Son, KDB. Here we go. But I just want to say, any last minute thoughts, guys? Drop me through some questions. Guys, if you guys haven't hit the subscribe button, please do. And that is it for the deadline. How do you feel, guys? But no, thank you so much, guys, for everything. I really appreciate your kind support and your messages and the fact that you guys subscribed as well. Again, I just want to mention, if you guys haven't joined the FPL Inkling League, the code's below my screen. But that's the deadline stream done, guys. Let's just now sit back, relax, wait for the team news. I've been here for 2 hours. I think I want to go grab something to eat. Probably just relax a bit on the sofa, watch the football. I just want to say a massive shout out. Thank you to every single one of you. Thank you for joining today and being part of this. I hope you guys have a good week. Enjoy yourselves. Stay safe. And I'll be back on Sunday evening to go through the knee-jerk reaction. Have a good one. Stay safe. Enjoy the football. And remember, don't react too fast. See you guys soon. Till then, take care.